Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to JG's Fight Talk, and you've got the tag team champions of the world, Joel, and as always, the best tag team in the world, Ender. How you doing, Ender?
I got your back, mate.
Yeah, welcome. We're going to be doing the rundown for Herring versus Frampton. They're literally on the way to the ring.
Yeah, the ring walk's starting now.
Jamel Herring, 24 fights, 22 wins, 10 KOs. Carl Frampton, 30 fights, 28 wins, 16 KOs. It's going to be a hell of a fight as far as I'm concerned. I've spoken to a lot of people. They're calling it a 50-50, and I think they're right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody is finding it hard to judge. Even the betting, it's almost identical. So you got a few predictions. What do you got there?
Well, we've had quite a good response, to be honest. A couple of lads on Twitter have come through and they've said Nonny Tom, who's quite a known guy on Twitter, he's come back with Herring. Conroy, shout out to Conroy. Herring stoppage. Rico boxing. Frampton points or late win. And Richie Rich from Buxtolja, he's gone for Frampton as well.
So really is split down the middle.
No, he's gone for a Herring win on points, sorry. Oh. And then we've got Southpaw KO1. I'm thinking Herring does just enough to deserve a razor close W, but Frampton, being the A side, will get the judge's decision. So officially, I'm picking Frampton. So he's kind of in that.
Well, I wouldn't call Frampton the A side. Herring is the title holder, but anyway.
But yeah, even Frampton, in his own words the other day, turned around and said, look, they've called this whole show Legacy based on the fact that it's my legacy that it's based on. And I thought, well, yes and no, because it's also, you know, this can fire Herring into massive fights if he gets this done. So in both respects, it's a legacy fight for both. But, you know, obviously from an Irish point of view, there's a lot riding on this, isn't there, Ender?
Well, there is, because we've got our Irish James Herring versus British Carl Frampton, so it's all good.
And on that note, we're going to go straight for some of this.
Have some of this.
Are you ready?
So welcome back to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. With me, as always, I've got Ender, my tag team partner, and we are here for Jamel Herring versus Carl Frampton, the WBO Super Featherweight title of the world. Well, what a fight it's going to be. If you're tuning in with us, if you're with us for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join us for the rest of the evening. Send in your comments. Tell us who you think is going to win the fight.
Yeah, who's winning the fight? Send in your predictions.
Yeah, we're here all evening throughout the fight.
Now, obviously, you've all watched our quick predict, so you know who we've got, so we won't need to tell you.
I like style. It is being shown on Channel 5.
Channel 5.
And I think ESPN Plus in America.
Yeah, for our American watchers.
So, yeah. If you're
for people trying to find a legal stream,
stay with us, and you can watch it at the same time, because you can have your laptop on. We're on your phone. We're in your front room if you'll have us. So, yeah.
And if you want, you can put your laptop on your lap and I'll sit on your lap.
There you go.
I said the word lap there 3 times.
How could you refuse? Well, I've had a few interesting predictions come through. I had one from Denzel Bentley, who is the British middleweight champion.
Cheers, Denzel.
Shout out. It's always nice to have a friend like that on WhatsApp. He sent through
humble brag.
Yeah, good good fight. I actually can't call it, but I'd like to see Frampton win so he can secure his legacy. Then hopefully see a super fight with Shakur Stevenson. That would be a great fight, to be fair. But
well, I think either guy's fighting Shakur would be a good fight.
He's put, yeah, if I had to pick, if Herring as well, much taller, longer reach southpaw and can fight. So then I said, well, I'm going to use that in the watch along, even though you've told me not to. And he just put cool with laughing faces. So thanks
So what
anyway.
was the prediction?
So basically, I don't think he really knows.
Fucking sat on the fence, didn't he?
I don't think he really knows, to be honest. So he's kind of just chucked one out there.
He's
that goes
covered his ass is what he's done.
Which I thought was brilliant. Carl Greaves, shout out to Carl Greaves. He sent me a message as well. Brilliant trainer, had a great career as well. Interviewed him not long ago. Check it out. He put Herring, the size and the attributes to outbox Carl just depends on how weight drained he's going to be. Being 5'10", making 9 stone 4 is tough. Carl could get him late. So it's a difficult one. They're all kind of looking at it as that 50-50. We've had some comments in already. Gail, why does the ring announcer look like Hugh Grant? If that really, you struggle with that, Gail, that's up to you. But
I wonder, is Liz Hurley looking like it?
Places, whether that's a good thing, we don't know. Richie Rich Boxing, we gave you a shout out at the start, mate. Thanks for joining us. Herring on points for me. Yeah,
that's a good shout. That
that's
sounds
a good
like
shout.
something we would have said.
Gail has joined us. Shout out to Gail. She's a top girl. I want Herring to win on points. She interviewed him the other week as well. So, yeah, top guy.
Oh, he's a great guy.
On to the fight. Round one.
Carl's a good guy as well. Yeah, we're into round one.
Round 1, 2 minutes 20 in. Hopefully, we're running at the same time for the first time ever.
Yes, we're both watching live on Channel 5 via satellite.
So, yeah.
Well, you might be watching on Freeview, I don't know.
They're both, well, Herring sort of taking centre of the ring. As you say, he's got that awkward, really awkward southpaw stance, which can be tricky for a lot of people.
What are you saying about southpaws? I've warned you about this.
You know what I mean. But, yeah, he's just holding centre ring. That's
a cracking left
good shot.
hand. Cracking left hand.
So, interesting start. Frampton always looking low, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know,
he has to look low. He can't exactly go high with Frampton or with Herring unless he brings the step ladder. Oh,
good.
That didn't seem
I
low.
didn't think that was low then, to be honest.
I didn't think it was low, but Carl Frampton started winning.
We had the wife is on board. Evening wife. She sat next to me. Come on, Herring.
Yeah.
Herring.
She knows. Disappointed with Carl or with Carl's reaction there to that blow, which I did not.
Yeah, to me that was on the belt. That didn't go lower than that.
I mean, in fairness, would Herring not have to be on his knees to hit below the belt?
Well, I think this could be an interesting fight. This because already you can see Herring is sort of dictating the fight well with that jab, and he's keeping that distance where he's using his height well. So
and he's pushed Carl Frampton back.
I tell you, what a jab to the stomach there.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be accused of bias.
Rachel has said Frampton looks like a 15-year-old boy.
He does. He looks like a 15-year-old boy trying to look hard in front of his mates and failing. Well,
time will tell. This is the thing. We know that Frampton has had some wear and tear over the years. He's been in some right old scraps, but he's also come out on top out of some of those scraps. So
that's the end of round one.
Herring.
I'm giving to Herring. He had the better shots. And
I said first, so you copied me.
No, I didn't. I think you'll find with about 9 seconds to go, I announced that Herring had won that round. Just because you don't listen.
All right, Mum.
I'm not your mother. Oh, yes,
I am. And Gail has come in. That round was Herring. So thank you, Gail.
If anyone else disagrees with us, I'm sure that
you're wrong.
Northern Ireland Boxing Fans Association is on a different channel.
But to be fair, good opening round there. Herring basically dictating the pace, using his reach. You know, yeah, you couldn't have asked for more for a first round. And it's one of those where you need to take those early rounds, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean,
get ahead. It's going to be one of those fights.
You need to be clicking. You need to be ticking off the rounds.
Gail's having a giggle, so
Good girl, Gail.
Gail's actually coming on soon. In a couple of weeks. We tried to get her on last week, I think, but she just got out of the shower, so probably wasn't appropriate. Oh, and he's gone down.
No, it's just a slip.
That's a slip.
But the body language isn't good.
No, he's looking very...
That was a bit of a lunge.
He's going all over the place, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, are we queuing up the excuses? The ring was first ready. Hey.
He's slipping a lot, isn't he, Carl?
He is slipping a lot.
But Jamel's sort of holding centre ring again.
He is, and Jamel there a cracking right.
Do you know what? I watched an interview with Carl Frampton the other day, and he while he was with Jamel in like a joint interview thing, they were doing like a head-to-head type thing.
Yeah.
Both got respect for each other, I really admire that. But Carl said to him, yeah, he's got a great mentality. He's had some hardships in life. He's lost his daughter. He's been through some real tough times, PTSD with the army and being a Marine and that sort of thing. And then in a separate interview, Carl turned around and went, he's got a rubbish mentality. And I thought, well, that's a bit. But hey, it's all mind
The two
game.
faces of Carl Frampton, Carl Surprise.
We've got one Foams. Thanks for joining us. Herring looked very tight at the height, could struggle in the later rounds.
If there are later rounds.
Well, we shall see. I think, to me, Carl looks the one that looks struggling, to be honest. But no, thanks for joining us. If you're joining us for the first time, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Check out the channel. There's plenty of other stuff, but stay with us this evening. We'll be here throughout the fight, and we'll do a little sort of review at the end of the fight as well. And we usually have a bit of a laugh at the end. So
yes, and it's Joel's turn for a sing-song this week.
Yeah, I'll end with a song.
Yeah. Oh, I like Jamal's kind of shuffle there.
I think Jamal's looking really good.
So do I.
Jamal.
Oh, and he caught him lovely with a left. And a right hook.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
He's picking him off.
Landing some
on the left.
Here. He's getting that left hand through so easily.
Yeah, and I mean, let's face it, there's nothing as devastating as a southpaw's left hand.
This is it, isn't it? He meant, one phone meant struggle with his weight. Yeah, we did get that, mate. Don't worry. It's one of those. There's been a lot of stuff spoken about with weight because people have said, look, he's been wearing this.
That's a round for Herring for me if I hadn't made it clear what I was saying throughout the round.
Yeah.
If you want to copy me, that's fine.
Yeah, I have.
That would be the correct thing to do.
Just to say, with the weight issue, where they said Herring's been struggling, he's been wearing the sweatsuits and all this sort of thing, but that's quite common for a boxer anyway.
Yeah.
He hasn't been struggling with the weight at all, to be honest. And to me, in this fight, he looks like he's dictating it well. So,
and he looks very comfortable.
2 rounds up already. So, yeah.
Does anyone disagree with our predictions?
Rachel said,
with our
I was thinking how tall he was.
He's not that tall.
Who, Jamel?
Yeah.
Oh, from the other guy? Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
Struggled with the weight.
Yeah.
I was wondering how tall he was.
Another round to Herring. Yeah, Gale's on it.
Now, I'm just wondering, does anyone disagree with us?
Frampton looked frantic.
He is. But that's always Frampton's style. It's always like a little terrier. I describe him like a little terrier cross.
Cool. What shot there. I'll tell you, that left hand is causing Carl some problems.
It really is. And I think Carl did say something about southpaws. But
this is what you base your camp around, isn't it? If you know you've got a southpaw coming in, you get the southpaws in the gym. You obviously still work with people that, in that orthodox style. that are more to his height and that sort of thing. But it's southpaws you get in the gym because you know that's what's going to be in front of you on the night. So it's down to the training, isn't it? But generally, I think Carl's got quite a good team behind him. I think, doesn't he have, is it Nigel Travis?
I don't know who Carl has now. I knew who he had in the past, and he was doing pretty okay with them. But anyway, that's for another day.
Yeah, I think that's who he's got now. But I have to say, on another note, you know, this, when you look at this and you compare it to Eddie Hearn's, you know, the build up and stuff for the actual night, it hasn't been great at all for the actual fight.
Well, it's been non-existent for a number of reasons, and there's 3 little letters. Oh, and
well, good shot there for Carl, to be fair.
Frampton rocked Herring there.
Yeah.
So he
seems to have got his feet again, though. Working back on that jab again. We've got one Foams. Carl will have to get to Herring's body to slow him down in the later rounds. Yeah, I totally agree.
100%. And that's what we expected. But so far in this round, I think Frampton's taken the centre of the ring mostly and seems to be dictating the pace a little more.
Yeah, yeah.
But
it's definitely looking more of a Carl Frampton round this third round.
Yeah, but like, I mean, there was a big 3-letter words with why this was basically not covered by anyone, you know. And Panorama would explain it to anyone that's missing anything.
We've got Richie Rich box. If Carl loses, where do the guys see him going afterwards? He's already said himself that he'll retire if he doesn't win, which is kind of a mentality and thing to say before the fight, because then it kind of sees that it's in the back of your mind already. Yeah, and Gail said retiring. I think she's probably heard that one.
I'm sure,
and one Foams and Jamie Moore as his coach. Yeah, good coach, Jamie Moore.
Yeah, right. So
that's a Carl Frampton round, I think.
Being generous, I'd give it to Carl Frampton, but I thought Herring came back well in that round. But I'm sticking with Frampton.
He rocked him, didn't he? There was more.
Yeah. Oh no! It's definitely right. So we're now 29-28. Champion. Who is Jamel Herring, by the way, if you don't know. WBO champion. And we saw his belt, if you'd have seen our interview.
Yeah, and to be fair, we had Jamel on not so long ago. The interview is available to watch on JG's Fight Talk on YouTube. Check it out. Really nice guy. Humble. Respectful of Carl Frampton.
And he's got Irish heritage.
Yeah, he's Irish heritage. He said he's got, you know, just a really nice guy, especially a guy that's been through so much as well.
He really has. He hasn't had an easy life.
Take the time to just sit there and have a chat with us. And do you know what? We had some laughs. We said it'd be great if we saw the belt. He shot off and he got the belt. And yeah, just a really nice guy. And he said he's going to watch the live watch along afterwards to see how we judge the fight. So yeah, really top bloke. Mark 37373737. Frampton getting touched up. He touched up his shots, mate. He is getting Frampton is starting to get hit. It's that left hand. It's that left hand. Herring's got a great one Foams. Herring is weight drained. Frampton will get to him late, score knockdowns in later rounds and win on points or stoppage. It's a possibility.
What was that song by Journey? Don't Stop Believing. Don't Stop Believing. That's what one Foams needs to do, because I'm not seeing it.
Well, it's one of those, isn't it? We're going to find out. You know, but at the moment, you know, Frampton kind of rocked Herring a little bit in that third round. It wasn't anything too sort of harsh or anything, but it did definitely caught him. It looks like Herring's right eye is cut.
Well, I'm not surprised.
I wonder if it's the head.
I'd say it's head or elbows because that was two wild swings there from Frampton. For a guy that was bitching and whinging in the first round, he's no problem fouling himself.
Yeah, the head's definitely going in that direction. One phones, thanks for doing the commentary. I live in Ireland and can't access Channel 5. Honestly, mate, you're welcome.
One phone.
We
I
do
know
what
it's
we
a bit
can.
late now, but if you had a satellite receiver, you could have received Channel 5. But anyway, stick with us.
Yeah, we'll do our best to guide you through it, mate. Thanks for tuning in. If you're with us for the first time, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. And, yeah, check out the rest of the content. We do live watch-alongs all the time. So thanks for joining us this evening. And, Gail, damn, that right eye's looking bad. It does look sore, to be fair.
It does, it does.
But, yeah, I think time will tell on that one. It's a case of can he guard that eye?
Mm.
Yeah, it does look sore.
And Carl is cleverly targeting the eye. As you Jamal rocked Carl there.
Good combos there.
Yeah.
So Herring still sort of dictating centre of the ring, sort of, you know, Frampton's doing all the moving around in that one.
Frampton's just Frampton's a happier boxer, but Jamal is the cleaner boxer with the cleaner punches, cleaner shots, and I'm giving that round to Jamal.
Yeah, let's have a look at that eye first.
Who are you giving the round to?
Sorry, hang on a sec.
It's
just top of just the eyelid, isn't it? Top of the eyelid.
So that's never good. Never good.
That's never a nice cut, is it?
No, and it's one doctor's.
Yeah, it does look like it was a punch. God, great uppercut though by Herring there.
Yeah.
2 in a row. Yeah, it did look like a punch, I have to say.
It did look like a punch.
Yeah.
However, bleeding a guy doesn't win you a round, and for me, Herring won that round. So who have you got for that round, Joel?
I'd give it Frampton.
And so would
I think Gail's
also giving it to Frampton.
Yeah, Rich Box has also, yeah, he says, I agree with Gail. Gail, you've got a troop going on.
Right. I have 39, 37.
Great left hand by Jamel.
And clearly you've got 38 all, but I've got 39, 37.
Yeah, great left hand by Jamel there. He's working well. You know, he's going to be extra on that guard now because of the eye. So hopefully they can work their magic on that eye. He's chucking some great uppercuts when they get in the clinch. So
yeah.
Oh, and a great body shot as well. Carl's working on the inside though, so
yeah.
You know,
Carl's
like they were saying earlier, is that where you want to get Jamel? You want to hit the body and test the body. You know, as a neutral, really.
Yeah. There's some lovely exchange here. Oh, and Frampton preparing nice
hand there by Frampton.
Mm.
I'll tell you, some of these body shots are great. They're really working well on each other.
Oh!
What a shot!
What a shot!
Frampton's down. 5th round.
And that was a proper knockdown too. That was an explosive left.
God, there's a cut above the left eye, and there's quite a bit of swelling on Frampton now as well.
Well, I'm not.
He's really swelling up, isn't he? So does Jamel go for the kill here? He's got a minute and 20 seconds to go.
I've a minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, he's going back to the jab, working well.
I mean, another big left could end
really
this.
And Frampton, I think it's almost a bit of survival now.
It is, because Frampton is circling and just throwing out a half jab, really.
I have to say, in my opinion, Frampton's very flat-footed in this fight.
Yes.
The way he's moving, but I have to say, he's recovered well from that knockdown.
Well, I wouldn't call him completely recovered yet. But...
No, but he's, you know, great right hand there by Herring.
And look, Frampton's dragging and
know,
holding.
just sort of getting back into that clench, give themselves a breather.
There's another 2 nice body shots from Jamel.
Yeah, great round. It's definitely a Jamel round. Definitely.
Well, it's a 10-8 round. Like, I mean,
yeah. Unless Frampton can bring something back towards the last sort of 20 seconds, but I can't see it at the moment. But then we've said that before and something's happened. So we'll hang on a minute. But good fight.
I think Jamel is teasing him now. There's a showboating from Mr. Herring.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get into that too much.
Yeah, but I think what he's trying to do is frustrate.
Right left to the body.
Frustrate Cal. Right, so that's a 10-8 for Herring. He clearly won that round and he got the knockdown, so... I have it now 49-45 after 5.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it in a simple way because that sort of says it all about me, really. I'll say it before you do. 3 rounds to 2.
Like a box of chocolates. Charles never know what he's going to get. It's all right. He's pretty. He's got that going for him.
Oh, thanks, mate.
And he's got all them muscles as well that you do all your gym work.
On that note, what we're going to do is we're going to have
some of this.
Are you ready?
So welcome back to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by
round 6
and Limitless Creations. You're with us in round 6 of Herring versus Frampton, and great fight so far. Frampton got dropped in round 5. Good solid shot by Herring, and yeah, just been a really good fight so far, in my opinion.
It has, and both fighters are going for it. So
yeah, hats off to Carl. He's got back up, and he seems to have found his feet in round 6. So
again, he was pushed back on that shot.
When he hits Frampton, he really puts him back, doesn't he?
Yeah, that left hand is extra strong, you know. But then again, that's just the natural power of a southpaw.
Well, this is it. People are talking about the weight issue, but he's really, when he puts a shot in, it's a straight hand.
Oh!
And again.
What an uppercut. What an uppercut by Herring.
So Frampton is down again.
I don't think Frampton's getting up. He is. He did. Oh.
He's up. Hats off to him. Really good there. We've got T20 joining us. Thanks for tuning in. You've joined us at a bit of a moment here, so I will do your comment, but bear with me a second. Herring's really going for
it. Wonderful uppercut. This could be the end.
I think the legs are going. The towel's gone in.
I thought someone threw in the towel.
They've thrown the towel in. Herring has won. So by stoppage in round 6.
Retired round 6.
Yeah.
Not stoppage. He retired.
Well, sorry, stoppage by the white towel. It knocked him out. What a performance by Herring.
It really, really was. And he made his power, and he made his... Well, power really was the thing, and his accuracy of his punches. Now, Carl looks like a man broken, and I'd be broken too.
Hats off to Carl. I'll say it now.
But I mean, the man has heart, and the man is like the heart of a lion.
Yeah.
And even though he's cornering you.
He's come up to the weight divisions. He's done amazing stuff in his career. And like he said, if he loses this one, he'll retire. Time will tell, but incredible finish by Herring, and maximum respect to both fighters.
They're going over to the corner, and
respectful throughout, haven't they? Been respectful.
Oh, completely. That's the one thing I loved about both boxers. There's none of this bullshit trash talk. It was all very respectful. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I do think by going up to weight division, being the small boxer, stature that he is,
what a finish!
Like, he's a huge heart, but unfortunately he's a short boxer, and he really, you know, it was tough at that weight for him. But fair play to Jamel.
Yeah,
hopefully
incredible.
hopefully he can go on now and fight for one of the other belts and have some kind of unification fight. Some people were mentioning Shakur Stevenson. That would be an interesting fight, actually, because obviously Shakur
I think following this as well, I think Herring's now put himself, he's really sort of shot up now. This is going to probably, like even he said to us, this will be the biggest name on his resume.
Yeah, this is now the big and
it's fight for him. Brilliant fight.
And it was an absolutely wonderful win. I mean, like I had him winning 49-45. I know you had it 48-46. But I mean, that's still, you know, after 5 rounds, winning by 2 rounds, and I had him winning by 3. You know, it's still amazing. And just the knockouts and those left. I mean, his left hand is like a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
You know, as Peter Gabriel said, you know, I want to be a sledgehammer.
And for a taller guy as well, you know, it's normally the smaller fighter that goes to the body on the taller guy, but Herring he works so well from the first bell. T20 here, Carl doing good job attacking the eye of Herring. Once you've got that, you go for it, don't you?
Yeah, no, that was clever.
Gale, 4 rounds, Herring, 1 to Frampton.
I think you gave 2 rounds to Frampton there if I was counting back. But anyway.
No, I think she did. I did.
No, but we all gave round 3 to Frampton, and I thought both of you guys gave round 4 to Frampton.
I don't know.
It's all right. I have it down on my
the girls put ooh,
yeah. Irishman never forgets.
No, she didn't mean it then. That was earlier. And Rachel's put woohoo, well done, Herring. And hats off to him. Top guy. And he said, you know, he wants to go and unify the division, and why not?
But I think he's going to be offered a lot of money to fight Shakur Stevenson.
Beautiful by Herring, says Gale, and Richie Rich Box has turned around and said class by Herring.
It really was, in fairness. It really was.
Brilliant finish.
Carl looks like a broken man there.
Do you know what? I am gutted for him because
he's a good guy.
Breaking for him tonight, and
I mean, he a guy is short stature, but he's got the heart of a lion. You know,
he's still got, you know, the respect for the wars that he's been in. You know, the fight with Warrington was unreal. If you haven't seen it, that was an absolute war.
And the one before that against what's the Quigg, the Quigg fight.
Yeah, that was a great fight.
You know, really, I mean, like,
that kind of put him back in the mix, didn't it? Got people talking again. But
yeah,
he's going to go down as one of the best Irishmen, isn't he?
Well, one of the best fighters from the island of Ireland, yes.
So yeah, hats off to him. But the night goes to Jamel Herring. What a finish!
What a finish!
I think, to be fair, the corner did the right thing to chuck.
Well, they did, because I think if the corner weren't going to do what the referee was, you know, the corner just intervened that little bit earlier. But I mean, it was Carl's heart that kept him in that fight. Yeah. You know, after that second knockdown, before the third.
To be fair, he did well to get back up. And
I didn't think he was getting back up, but he did.
Because they got to about the count of 8, and I think, you know, bless him, he's gutted. But there's nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of at all.
Absolutely not. But I mean, that's the man Carl is. He's the heart of a lion, and when a lion's heart is broken, it's very tough. So I'm not surprised Carl is gutted, and he shouldn't be gutted, because I think everyone here and everyone watching and all boxing fans know Carl Frampton is an absolute animal of a fighter, and he's very good as well in terms of things outside the ring, you know, where he looks after causes. He's got causes, and he's always great with the Great Ormond Street Hospital in Belfast, and you know, that poor child Noah that died. I mean, he's so many things that he helps out with. So it's really good. And I see there Jamal is just
the respect is fantastic. But I tell you, overall, you know,
But two gentlemen there,
No,
and we said it before.
I've spoken to a lot of boxers in the last couple of weeks, and they've all turned around and said credit to anyone that goes through the ropes. And when you've had a career like Carl's, like we were saying, you know, he's now had 31 fights, 28 wins, still 16 KOs. What a resume!
Absolutely. I mean, he's a two-weight world champion, you know. So
yeah, you don't get that by turning up. He's put the hard work in, but as we say, tonight goes to Jamel Herring, and what a performance! Congratulations, Jamel.
absolutely.
You better watch this back now. He said he was going to.
Yes, and I just want to point out, Jamel, I gave you round 4. Joel didn't. and neither did Gail, even though she claims.
To be fair, at the start, can we all say that we all said he was going to win?
By point.
So that's you know.
Yeah, I think we underestimated him because we all went points, and by God, that left.
And he said, because I remember when we did the interview with him, he turned around to both of us, and you turned around and went, "You've got to get it done." You said to him, "You've got to get it done," and he turned around and he said, "Leave it with me."
He did.
Don't worry, leave it with me. And to be fair, he's made us all look mugs, really, because we all underestimated how he was going to win. We thought he was going to win, but
yeah, I think we underestimated his power.
That was emphatic.
That left really,
and the uppercut, fantastic uppercut.
Was the left uppercut, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just the power in his left hand, you know, uppercuts, straights, everything.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. He's definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next, actually.
Whether it's Shakur Stevenson or what's the other guy, that the title holder that's with Top Rank. Remember, he said in the interview they're both under the Top Rank banner, so the fight should be easy.
Yeah, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest.
That's all right, Joel. I don't know. I just refer to you.
Denzel Bentley has just sent a message in. Big performance from Herring. Ebony Bridges. Love the respect between Herring and Frampton. Yeah, just what a fight. Just these are the fights we tune in.
And can I just say, it's great
to have it on Channel 5 as well, can I just say, to put this sort of fight out to terrestrial telly.
And there's more boxing on Channel 5 next week, I think.
Yeah, is it next week?
Well, whenever. It's the Hennessy
promotion. There's some in May, which is where we've got Sam Eggington. And I believe, is Shakur Stevenson on that? I might be thinking of someone else. But, yeah, I know Sam Eggington.
They're just reviewing the punches there.
In May, so. But, Ender, more importantly, next week, Conor Benn versus Vargas.
Yes, that's going to be very tasty. In fact, it's funny because it'll take a lot to be tastier than this now. I mean,
yeah, but we've been looking forward to that for a long time, haven't we?
Yes.
You know, Ben Vargas, really great fight, and obviously now they've added in Ebony Bridges versus Shannon Courtney, which is just being fueled, isn't it?
The Twitter war on that is immense.
yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be great. Yeah, and I think we've got the return of Savannah Marshall, who's defending her title as well. Another great fight. And I had Nick Campbell on yesterday. What a top guy. What a top guy.
Super guy.
Really looking forward to seeing what he can do. His heavyweight debut as well.
The Glasgow Warrior.
Yeah.
The rugby player that took off his jersey and he didn't put on a vest because, he had a vest on briefly, but now he's gone topless for the pro ranks.
Well, as I say, and Nicola Hopewell sent me a message and said, nice T-shirt. So, thank you, Nicola.
Oh, very good.
So,
do you want to see my T-shirt? Yay! Your disco needs you. You thought I was going to wear the hat and one, but then I said I wouldn't. Well, I said I'd do a reveal after the thing, but we didn't have time. So
But
here's
like we said, next weekend we are here, and we are doing the live watch along. I think pretty much for the card, aren't we, Ender? Because
pretty much, yeah.
it's a
Let's
great
do one of
card.
those again. They're all good.
Yeah. As I say, Eddie's been putting on some class shows recently.
But
So
we all know with Eddie, there's breaks between fights. So
oh yes, he loves a break.
yes.
But yeah, as we say, going to be a great one next weekend. And then I think there's other shows on throughout April. I think Denzel Bentley versus Felix Cash, which is on BT Sport. That's going to be a cracker.
Yeah.
And then obviously, if we go right forwards to the 1st of May, we've got Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker. We've got Katie Taylor versus Natasha Jonas. Craig Richards versus Dimitri Bivol. And Chris Eubank Jr. versus Marcus Morrison. And that's going to be 1st of May. And then after that, on the 8th of May,
With the big one.
We've got a big one, which is Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders. And we'll be doing all of these.
Yeah. And on the 22nd, then, we've got Taylor off
Because
to
it's
America.
just lift off, isn't it? It is absolute lift off from now, to be perfectly honest, isn't it, Ender? Right the way through until...
Yeah, Harvey Linares on DAZN on the 29th. And then back to April on the 30th, we've got Michael Conlon's back.
Yeah.
And he's on BT Sport. And we've got Smith and Maxim Yuzilov on ESPN, and I think it's on DAZN as well. No, it's not on DAZN, because DAZN, that's the night DAZN have the Ben stuff. But Smith is over in America that night, and he's fighting on ESPN in America. But I'm sure we'll find a way to watch it if BT or whatever don't show it. Perhaps maybe Box Nation, or doubtful Channel 5 because it's on too late. But no doubt someone will pick it up. Maybe even Bravo. Didn't Bravo show a few fights once? I think it was...
Men and Motors.
No, did Bravo not have...
back in the day. Back in the day. Yeah, that's going right back.
And his big toe.
Right back. But yeah, got some real, as I say, got some real class interviews coming up. We've got...
yeah, you're really lining them up, and they're great. And I mean,
We've got Marcus Morrison coming on.
The Mac.
Who's fighting Chris Eubank Jr., but that'll be out nearer the time. I've got Joseph Parker tomorrow, which has just been landed today.
Who are you going to call?
Joseph Parker. And yeah, just some real great guests coming on. We're also covering some MMA and some bare knuckle. We obviously had Dorian Darch that was put onto the channel today. Real class act, really great, funny guy.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah, he's
I'm
really
kind of frightened a little bit about bare knuckle boxers. I don't know why, because obviously the guys with the gloves on also frighten me a little bit. But
yeah, and then obviously Nathan DeCastro was on a couple of weeks ago. Really nice guy as well.
Yeah, he was.
Who looked like he'd been absolutely battered, but he should have been his opponent. But yeah, we haven't said Josh Taylor's fight.
We did.
I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a crack.
No, I mean, like as I was saying to Adam Logan, and shout out to Adam. I hope you're watching us. He's a good guy. He writes a lot of boxing reviews and that, and he's on Twitter. So I think he's at Adam Logan. He's a Scotsman and he's a physiotherapist and he's a Liverpool fan, but we won't hold that against him, especially not this evening. I think we'll shut up and eat humble pie on that one.
Yeah, we won't mention anything.
No.
But yeah, it's all good fun.
And
I've just been told on here, don't forget our song, Joel.
Oh, so, our song?
I didn't realise I had a song with Kalista Kelly.
But it's a little bit funny. this feeling inside. Love lift us up where we belong.
What song are we going with then? How are we going to sing it out?
Well,
Am I singing out this week, am I?
yeah, but I'm obviously joining in.
Okay, what should we go with?
Well, I don't know. Come on, man. Do you want to do the Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel? Oh, I am just a poor boy, and my story's seldom told.
Sorry. I meant all collectively. All right, I thought you meant there was some sort of emotionally connected.
I'm losing where my fucking. Oh yeah, that's where the camera is ended. Look at the fucking camera. Yeah. Here, if you want us to sing a song, send us a suggestion because clearly we're dying on our ass here.
I'm going to be honest. That is a dangerous call you've just done. That is dangerous.
Tough. You couldn't take a finger out of your arse and pick a song, so now I'm going to let the people decide. What song do you want? Send it in to us, and Joel has to sing it. Right. First, I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live.
It was my week.
Yeah, well, hurry on and sing then.
I will do.
It was going to be the day that they're going to throw it back to you.
No, I don't do that. I'm going to sing "It Must Be Love" by Madness.
Happy days. Nothing more, nothing less.
Right. Yeah, thank you, wife. Joel used to be a singer in a band, don't you know?
The singer in the band. Come on, then. I can't really lead you in. What's the start of that? Come on.
You're doing a completely different song.
I'm doing fucking Our House, and you're doing Love.
I like how I had to try and piece a song in to a completely different song.
Sing it.
Come on, Joel.
Joel, right. This is very unprofessional. There's a lot of dead air here, bitch.
Just sing.
Right.
What do you sing?
Right. I'm trying to think of a song really.
That suits your voice.
Yeah, what shall I go for?
The Sound of Silence.
You can do pretty much any Kings of Leon.
Come on. You're the singer in the band.
Right, okay, let's go for it. Hang on. Because we can't play any music, can we?
Time goes. Yeah, you have to sing a cappella. Get over it. Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly. Every little thing that you say I've done, I'm hung up on you. It's only going to get camper if you don't start singing.
I was going to say, it's only getting camper.
Better the devil you know.
Right, we're going to do Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. We're going to end on. Is that right?
Ready? Listen, hello, I just can't handle it.
Right.
Come on.
Right. Do you know the intro?
No, you do the intro and I'll join in. Right.
This thing, I call love, I just can't handle it. I call love, well I must. I get right away. I am ready.
Yeah, ready.
You think of love.
Crazy.
There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She give me hot and cold fever. She leave me in a cool sweat.
Listen.
I gotta be cool, relax. Yeah,
I'm doing the Carlton.
Get on my tracks, take a back seat. We hitchhike. We took a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready.
Woo!
It's a little thing called love. Instrumental. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding.
I gotta be cool.
Cool.
Relax. And get here. Get on my track. Take the backseat. Get tired. We take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love.
Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Did I just ruin your song?
You know what? We're going to end it there. End up.
I think it's time we had some of this.
Do you know what? I just want to say thank you everyone for tuning in. If you're with us for the first time, it's probably the last. If you're joining us for the first time, go over to YouTube. You've been watching JG's Fight Talk. Hit the subscribe button. Check out the rest of the content. We're going to be here. We're going to be here for our quick predict shows during the week.
There's no singing in the quick predict.
There'll be me and Ender, and we're going to be doing all the men's fights, and then there'll be me and Nicola doing all the ladies' fights. So
my name is Joel, and I will do the ladies' fights.
So we're going to be doing the ladies' fights. Me and Nicola Hopewell. So tune in. We'll be doing those live.
Nicola, give me hope.
We're going to be doing those live.
Give me hope.
Possibly
what? The morning come.
Tuesday or Wednesday, around that time. But we'll put it all out beforehand, so you know when we're going.
Here's the clue: it won't be Tuesday.
It won't be Tuesday. So yeah, as I say, we'll be doing the live watch along next weekend. So tune in for that as well. We're pretty much going to do the whole song, aren't we? End up.
Needs you. What?
We're going to pretty much do the whole card, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
So, Kalista Kelly, as per, it's a dance party. We're just dragging out the clock now. On that note, Ender, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. But now, Ender,
have some of this.
Have some of this.
Are you ready?
Thanks for joining JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations, and we will see you during the week. Thank you very much, and take care.
I'll see it through week. I'll see it through window.
Take care. See you later.
I'm not.